My friends, let's do a love reading. Let's see what you need to hear today. The people who are working on my house left early today because it's Friday, so which is fine by me because it left me enough time to do a love reading for you. So let's see what's coming in today. Well, not today, but we'll see what Spirit wants you to know about love today, and you'll know if you're resonating with it. And if you're not resonating with it, then it's not your reading, and that's okay. But I hope you guys are doing well. I'm using this deck. I do use this one a lot. This one. I use this one a lot, but I haven't used this one very much, so I thought I'd use this deck today and see what we can get up to. There seems to be a blue theme too, and blue is related to the throat chakra and communication. So let's see what's coming in. My throat's closing over already. So let's just do one shuffle. Interesting. Look at that little black and white puppy. Sorry, I like black and white animals. We do have interconnected, and how many times do I say in my readings, do you long to be interlinked, or whatever that sound clip 111 on the timer as I'm saying it. It also says patience is needed, so it feels like whatever you are dealing with is kind of, tangled up possibly with trauma. This is making me think of this piece of art that I saw where these two people love each other, but it just got tangled up in a mess of trauma and things like that. So that's what that's making me think of. But let's see what comes out. Let's see what you need to hear. I hope you guys are doing well. I've missed you this week. Even though I've been posting this week, I've still missed you because I feel like I haven't been here as much as I usually am. I've been taking this time to spend some time with my children one-on-one, so that's been nice. We have dice, taking a chance. Interesting. Someone rolling the dice. But we'll see what comes out. So if you're not resonating with this deck, then it's not your reading. So let's see. Let's cut the deck. I also feel like there's a card flipped up. So let me just see what that is. Interesting. We have the situation is still unfolding. So it feels like this hasn't 222 on the timer. You could be seeing number synchronicities. We have winter, so something could have happened in the winter between you and this person. It also says within 9 to 12 months, which is maybe why it said patience is needed. Maybe it's been 9 to 12 months since you've been in separation. Maybe it's 9 to 12 months before something happens. We'll have to see what that is. And I know that sounds like a really long time, doesn't it? It's actually not that long when you think about it. When you're looking ahead, it feels like that's a long time, but when you've been through that time frame, looking back, it's not actually that long. Right underneath that, remember how I said the card that was flipped up was this situation is still unfolding? Underneath this 9 to 12 months from now, we have very likely. At this time, the situation or outcome is likely to occur. Occur. So let's see what is occurring in 9 to 12 months. Again, I know that sounds like a long time from now. I can already hear some of you like, that's so long, I can't wait another year. If you do feel like you're waiting or you're tired of waiting, that is a sign from the universe that it's time to let go of the outcome. Because you should never feel like you're waiting. I know that it does feel like you're waiting, but the more you feel like you're waiting, the more resistance it causes, is what I've learned. So let's have a look at what this is about. Again, this 9 to 12 months, energy changes. So it could happen sooner, and this could be 9 to 12 months. This could have to do with how long you've been in separation or how long you've known this person. What's underneath? Underneath, very likely, we have person of fire, teacher, actress, entrepreneur, artist. So a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So let's just see what this is about, my friend. We'll just see what Spirit wants to say. We have cake. The reason I'm excited about the cake is because I always mention how this cake's still cooking. And the cake is the first card out. That's also 4, which is Aries energy, which feels like Emperor energy. So your Emperor's still cooking, is what I'm hearing. 4 of Wands, actually. Celebration, ceremony, party, gathering. Remember, recognize, graduation, anniversary, wedding, prom, birthdays, award ceremony. So something's still cooking here. Something still needs time to cook. We have checkered flag, conclusion, outcome, completion, verdict, settled, results, finishing first, achievement, culmination, final chapter, endings, feeling relieved. Now my nose is running, hang on. So again, it does feel like your cake is going to cook and you are going to cross the finish line, however that's resonating with you. Let's see. Someone could be into like NASCAR, because I'm just seeing like when a race finishes, the person waving the checkered flag. Black and white. Remember the black and white dog, yin and yang. What else? Spirit, what else do we need to know? We have balloons. We have headache, poor health, disease, illness, unpleasant, crisis, emergency, body signal, needing self-care, root cause, disagreeable, something's off, underlying conditions. So someone here could be struggling with their health, or there could be, when I hear root cause, it immediately makes me think of how I talk about the root cause of wounding and where that wounding comes from, like trauma. We have biker, so you could be dealing with a biker. Lone wolf, so you could be dealing with someone who's a bit of a lone wolf. It says enjoy the ride. So if you are feeling stressed out about how long it's taking, remember that part of it is the journey. You're supposed to enjoy the journey, and I know some of you probably have a hard time doing that because you do feel so connected to whoever you're connected to, or you feel like you're waiting. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey, especially if you're a counterpart. I'm seeing a lot of black and white imagery, so it's making me think of yin and yang. And we have Jack and Diane, so that song could be symbolic. Broken heart, heartbreak, interference, sorrow, grief, funk, sadness, let down, hopelessness. So you could be feeling, you know, emotional pain, or you could be feeling let down or upset because something hasn't been happening within this connection. But like I said, you have a successful outcome here once that cake is done cooking. So let's just get a few more. Let's get a few more for you. Those came out very quickly. We have corset. This one just came off the top too. Rewrite history, mind games, and it's coming out. It flew off the top of the deck as I picked up this corset card. So we have Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra. What are you? Is that Scorpio? I think it's Scorpio. But we have boundaries here. We have boundaries and people pleaser. And then we have mind games. So it could have been that someone was, you know, playing mind games with you, or you felt like they were playing mind games with you. Maybe you were a bit of a people pleaser and you had a hard time putting up boundaries. That could be one of the lessons that was supposed to be learned here, how to put up boundaries. Maybe you had to like Queen of Swords this person because, you know, just this mind game thing right here. And it says rewrite history, and that's, you know, that's what we're doing as we heal and we break cycles. We're rewriting our ancestral history, or whatever the proper wordage is. Somebody, you know, I hear people talk about how, why do I have to be the one to heal? Why are there so many lessons? It's because you're rewriting history for your family's lineage, or your ancestral lineage, or whatever the proper word is. Anyway, I just heard we are the chosen ones. Anyway, we have grapes. So there is going to be, it looks like there's going to be a successful outcome here. You just have to believe it. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. So you will enjoy the fruits of your labor. And I know it's a hard journey, but by taking this journey of rewriting history and healing, if you have children, you're changing their lives. You're changing the lives of their children, even if they don't have children yet. You're changing history by healing yourself. And we have rainbow. There's going to be a rainbow at the end of this journey. You just have to get to the end of that rainbow. You just got to let that cake cook, is what I'm hearing. So this is Cancer energy. Wish granted, serendipity, blessing, patience pays off. So the very first card was patience is needed because this is a complicated situation. And this card says that your patience will pay off. You will reach the end, that pot of gold at the end of your rainbow. Perfect timing. So it'll happen in perfect timing. You just have to trust and keep working on yourself. And again, by healing yourself, you're helping humanity. You're raising the vibration of the planet. So there is a point to it, you know. Let's just get a few more. That one just flew across the room, and I feel like I need to go get it. I feel like I need to go get it. We have inventor, so you could be do it again and again. And now I'm hearing, is it Aaliyah? If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Dust yourself off and try again, try again, try again. So it could be that you've tried, this is Leo energy, it could be that you've tried, you know, several times to make it work with this person, and maybe what's needed right now is boundaries and space. I need to go get that card that just ran away. Runner, anyone? So, wish granted, Aries energy, this is Eight of Wands energy, quick action. So it feels like your wish will be granted here. We've got, you know, we've got a lot of positive cards here, but that patience is needed. It will happen in perfect timing. It says moment in time. This is just a moment in time is what I'm hearing. But quick action. So it feels like action will come in very suddenly when you're least expecting it. And now I'm seeing a pot full of water, and you're watching that pot to boil, and you're watching it and you're watching it, and you're like, this is taking forever to boil. Why isn't it boiling? And guess what? The minute that you leave the room to do something else, you get distracted in a good way. And that water's boiling before you realize it. Then you walk back into the room and you're like, oh no, that pot's going to boil over. Again, a watched pot never boils. I mean, it does eventually. But it's kind of painful to sit there and watch it boil. What are you? We have pioneer, long journey. Little house could be symbolic. Unflappable courage. So there's something what I was saying about changing the trajectory of, I don't know why these words are coming out of me, but they are. Changing the trajectory of, I just keep hearing ancestral trauma. I just keep hearing that you're paving a new way for your children and your children's children, which is actually very important. And again, I'm hearing we are the chosen ones. Not like, I mean, that's what I'm hearing. We are the chosen ones. I'm not saying we are the chosen ones, but that's what I'm hearing. And it does take someone very strong to be someone to pave a new path for years and years, hundreds of years of ancestral trauma. Shall we get two more? Let's get two more. Long journey with a successful outcome. Again, if you can just take your eye off that pot, stop poking the cake, stop watching the pot, and get busy living. I don't know why I say get busy living, like get busy living. We have rings, contracts, agreements, bonds, strong connections, unions, partner, counterpart, lovers. And I'm not going to lie, right before I started this reading, I chose this deck and I gave it a little shuffle. And I was like, well, just for, you know, shits and giggles, I'll see what's on the top. And that was on the top, lover's energy. So it does feel like you're dealing with a lover's connection. And lover's connections are not, when we're talking about tarot, the lover's connection is not an easy one because it's one that kind of makes you face yourself as well. Committed, partner, engaged, interconnected. Do you long to be interlinked? I am worthy of love for myself just as I am worthy of love from others. That was the affirmation that just popped down. And when you love yourself, you attract love. We have family. That is so interesting. It talks about origins. It talks about, you know, I've been talking about how you're changing the lives of your children, the lives of your children's children by healing. You know, just speaking from my own experience, I come from a long line of people who need to heal and who haven't healed. And you know how you see those funny memes about we needed somebody to break the curse in our family and they chose me, and there's usually some ridiculous picture. That's me. That's probably you too, if you're here. It does talk about kindred spirits, so this could be someone who is your kindred spirit. And we have another one about contracts. So it does feel like you have a soul contract with this person, where in that contract, there was something about you healing and breaking cycles and your person breaking cycles. Again, I keep seeing that art that I saw where there's two people and they both love each other and they're connected, but the strings from their heart are all tangled up in this big mess, and that big mess is trauma and childhood wounding and things like that. We have mirror. Oh my gosh. Counterpart, reflection, self-love, self-appreciation. So again, it feels like froggy in my throat. It feels like this connection was meant to teach you about yourself, facing issues once and for all. And, you know, once again, I have had lots of issues growing up, and I kind of swept them under the rug and didn't want to face them, didn't need to face them until I came into contact with my counterpart, and then I had to start facing them. It was like every wound was ripped open, and I started this journey. So again, enjoy the journey and what it teaches you. Show gratitude for the journey. Don't just wish it away, or, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but it actually helps to enjoy the journey and see how much you've grown from it. Anyway, so facing issues, self-improvement, insecure, reflection. You could have been dealing with someone with narcissistic tendencies, and maybe this person taught you to put up boundaries by, unfortunately, not treating you in the best way. Take that as it resonates. I still want to get two more. Two more came out, and look at that. The black and white doggy. That looks like my little border collie that I used to have, Gracie. Interconnected, complicated, patience needed, future gains, work it out, many working components, and it's out of your control. All you can do, you can't control another person. You can't make another person heal. All you can do is take control of what you can take control of. And we have Emerald, Taurus energy, healing, fertility, reflection, again, growth, strong relationship, mature love. So it feels like this is, you know, this feels like counterparts where the two of you met when you were immature and kind of triggered this journey of self-growth and healing to pave the way for generations to come. But it is, I know it's a long journey. It can be frustrating, but start to think of how much you've grown. I had a beautiful comment from someone who said, I recently watched a reading of yours from a year ago, and it's amazing how much you've changed and grown and really stepped into your power. And I saw in one of these cards comparison. So you shouldn't be comparing yourself to anybody but yourself. And that's exactly what I talk about when I say, don't compare yourself to anybody but yourself, to a past version of yourself. So take some time to, you know, celebrate how much you've grown and the way that you are changing the future and you are helping to uplift humanity. I saw this really neat video where when you shine your light, it affects the people around you and it causes them to step into their light. So keep shining your light, keep healing. Even if you're an undercover healer, I always talk about undercover healers. Maybe you're not out doing it like this, but you are doing it in your own way by healing. When you heal shadows, your light spreads, your light grows, your light, what's the word I'm looking for? Emanates? Is that the right? I don't think that's the right word, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to get this tarot deck here. I kind of want to look at you and your person's energy though, because it feels like you're in a complicated situation with someone. So let's get your energy and your person's energy. We have the bull. Oh my gosh, I wish I had my bowl to show you. I bought a bowl today. I bought a little stuffed bowl that looks kind of like this. I bought it because I'm a Taurus. It's all the way downstairs. I'll show it to you another day. But that's a way that you can, if you're looking to treat your inner child likes to be treated, especially if you grew up with neglect. Your inner child, when you treat your inner child, the universe rewards you. And that doesn't have to be like, if you don't have money to buy your inner child something, you can do other things to treat your inner child. But my inner child was like, I want that little bull. So I was like, okay, little inner child, because I was at Build-A-Bear with my kid, and my inner child was like, I want to build a bear. I want to build a bear. And I didn't build a bear. But they did have this little bull. It was like a miniature version of the bull I was going to build. Whoa. Allison, if you're watching this, thank you for that. You just sent me a donation. Thank you for that. I am blown away by your generosity. I'm blown away. Thank you. Your generosity moves me. Anyway, that just brought tears to my eyes. And I'm getting all red. So one thing that I've had to learn on this journey is how to receive. I've never been good at receiving. I've always been really good at giving, but I'm horrible at receiving love, So thank you for that. I just need to take a minute. Allison, thank you. And thank you to anybody else who, sends donations, or you don't even have to send me a donation. Anyone who just spends, time watching these videos, or throws a like my way, or sends me a beautiful comment, thank you. And even though not so beautiful comments, I'm learning a lot from them. So thank you. I just need a minute. 222 on the timer. Thank you. I just needed a minute. Thank you. Your love and your gratitude, whatever form it comes in, I appreciate all of it. So yeah, treat your inner child to something and the universe will send you a gift. If you give your inner child a gift, the universe will send you a gift or a blessing. So, if you're frustrated about how long this journey is taking, and you're like, I love my person so much, I'm just sick of waiting, start showing that love to yourself. I'm hearing I can buy myself flowers. So take yourself out, take yourself out on a drive or a walk on the beach, or buy yourself flowers, or have a bubble bath. Treat yourself. Start loving on yourself, especially if you're a counterpart. If you're waiting for your counterpart's love, that love is within you because you're counterparts. So start showing yourself that love is what I'm hearing. Easier said than done, I know. But anyway, I'm going to show you that bull. I feel like going to get it. You know what? I'm just going to go get it. Hang on. 333 on the timer. I also find it magical that I was talking about, I'm a little out of breath because I just had to run down 2 flights of stairs and then run back up. Long journey, out of breath, right? But that's like magical because I was just talking about treating your inner child to a gift, and the universe will send one back to you. And look what just happened when I was talking about that. Somebody sent me that very generous gift, so thank you for that. I'm out of breath. So one thing that I did on my journey is last year, some of you, if you've been with me for a while, I love you. But some of you already know what I'm about to show you. This isn't the bowl. But last year, my inner child started thinking about this pig that I had, and how at times in my life when there was like trauma in my life and there was screaming and things like that, I had this pig and I would rub its ears. It had, well, this is not the same pig, but it is a pig. And I would rub its ears during traumatic events. It was like my little safety pig. And somewhere along the way, someone unfortunately took it from me. So last year I was thinking a lot about this pig, and I thought, I'm going to look up that pig. And I spent way too much money on him because I bought him on eBay. But look, And he looked much nicer when I first got him last year, but then I slept with him a bunch, and now he looks like a little loved, like a child's loved little piggy. Anyway, so that was one way that I gifted my inner child last year. And after I bought this pig, I'm not even lying. The universe sent me a friend. So I had read somewhere that if you buy if you gift your inner child a gift, the universe will send you a gift back. So right after I bought this pig, I met my friend Michelle. Anyway, so I highly recommend it, even if you can't buy your inner child something, do something nice for your inner child. But I have to show you, this little bowl. Again, I wanted the big one, but I guess I should have just got myself the big one, like the normal sized one. But I was, again, I have a hard time receiving, so I've had a hard time doing nice things for myself. And when I saw the little one, I was like, oh, I'll get that for myself. Anyway, isn't he cute? All of my stuffed animals are boys. I don't know why. But isn't he cute? Isn't he the cutest little thing you've ever seen? Anyway, so I was so excited to get that. So this is your sign. This is your permission if you need it, because sometimes I need permission to do nice things for myself. This is your permission to do something nice for yourself, especially on this long journey. But let's get back to the reading. Thank you for listening. I just thought I'd show off my piggy and my bull. So we have the spider, connection and shadow. And that's it just gives me divine feminine energy, the spider. And it's also, the spider can be about claiming your life's purpose. So maybe you need to claim your life's purpose if you haven't already. For any of you who are, telling me, I think that maybe I'm psychic or clairvoyant, or I'm supposed to make an oracle deck, or I'm supposed to do this, follow that whisper. Because if you're saying it to me, that's what you're supposed to be doing, is what I'm hearing. But we have connection and shadow. So I feel like whatever connection this is, it was meant to help you connect with your shadow and finally heal some of those things. But yeah, let's see your energy first. Show me the viewer's energy. We have the hedgehog, which is so interesting because I almost bought, I was going to get the bowl, but they also had this rainbow hedgehog that I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. When I was younger, I used to, and I still believe it, I used to believe that stuffed animals had little souls, and I used to think like, oh, they want to come home with me. I felt like that hedgehog wanted to come home with me. I wouldn't be surprised if I go back and get that hedgehog someday. But we have hedgehog, inner world. So exploring your inner world. And to me, your inner world is about your intuition. It's about healing. It's about, I even want to say, finding your soul's path. So it feels like right now you're exploring, or you're supposed to be exploring your inner world. You're supposed to be working on yourself. Let's get your person. There goes my nose again. I'm all red from running up and down the stairs and having little emotional moments. Let's see your person's energy. The swan. I love when the swan comes out, because, the swan to me is very symbolic of counterparts, twin flames specifically. But look, we have the shadow and we have the swan reflection. So right now it feels like your person is doing a lot of reflecting. It also says self-love, so learning how to love themselves. And I think it's interesting because it looks like you're working on your inner world and you can just see the mirroring, right? Like this person is working on their self-love. Let's get another one for you. Show me that little hedgehog. We have another black and white dog. Black and white dogs could be symbolic. We have camouflage and imbalance. So you could be feeling imbalanced now. Or you could have been, I'm just thinking about that people pleaser card, you could have been an overgiver. Just one second. This could also be that it's anaconda. It could, maybe your name's Anna. Specifically like ANA for some of you. But imbalance. So you could have been, this is very interesting because you could have been kind of, your feminine and masculine energies could have been imbalanced your entire life, and maybe you just learned how to work around that. It says camouflage. You could have, you know, I'm just thinking about that people pleaser card. So you could have learned how to just camouflage yourself, or I'm hearing blend in by people pleasing. Interesting. Imbalance. I kind of want to look at this one in the book. Imbalance. There could have been an imbalance within this connection. Would that be, that must be fire. Anaconda. Must be fire. Yeah, it's water. What do I know? Apparently I need to learn more about anacondas. I'm just seeing a journey of initiation and an irresistible strength. A powerful imbalance between our limits and the desire to establish a relationship with the world. After all, life always begins with division, disharmony. It can mimic its surrounding environment. Primitive strength. Those who ride on my back enter the river like it's another world and learn where harmony is broken and where new existences are born. Everything at the beginning is immobile. I blend into my environment. I break the mold and bring change. And remember, I kept saying, you're paving the path, or you're changing like hundreds of years of ancestral trauma. I marry the human and the divine. Anaconda. So take that as it resonates, my friend. Let's get another one for your person. 222 again. You could be seeing a lot of synchronicities like that. We have the swallow. For some of you, S could be symbolic for your person because we have the swan and the swallow. A and H could be symbolic on your side. Take that as it resonates. The swallow, hope and harmony. So your person still has hope for this. Hope that there can be harmony between you. I want to look at the swallow too. What was that? We have Page of Coins, and we have the Lovers, again, coming off the top. And the Page of Coins always makes me think of someone who's healing and growing and looking into their roots. There's something about the roots here that I keep hearing. Swallow, that's air. Everything is harmonious and interconnected. Interconnected has come out that word has come out 3 times in this reading. Everything is hopeful. It is reborn. It returns. I trust the wind. I shape it with my wings so that I can escape danger and return to my home with my friends under roofs. I am a small, untamable warrior. I sing of hope. So it does feel like your person still has hope for this connection. It talks about darkness around us. So your person could be doing some shadow work, or there's something about self-love and healing in your person's energy, which I really like to see. So I'm actually going to switch to the other animal deck just to confirm. The crow, psychic ability, tapping into your intuition. All right. We had the wolf come out again, the wolf, and on that biker card it said lone wolf. So you could be, oh my goodness, your person could be a bit of a lone wolf, or maybe you are. A lot of people on the healing journey are, lone wolves. It's a lonely journey. We have the lion on the bottom, which is about patience. So I'm not going to throw this one across the room, but this is about patience. This is about an inner knowing. This is about trusting in the journey. My throat's closing over. So let's look at your energy. Let me just tap into your energy, Hedgehog and Anaconda. Show me the viewer's energy. We have the Bat, which is about rebirth. It's about letting go. So you could be trying to let go of the outcome here. You could be trying to let go of there could be things that you're trying to let go of in your life. Maybe for some reason I keep hearing addictions. I'm not sure why I hear that, or, anything that no longer aligns must go. But this is rebirth energy. It's also about surrender. It's giving Hanged Man energy. So you could be trying to surrender to divine timing is what I'm hearing. That's a hard one. Patience. Counterparts, you need a lot of patience. A lot of patience on this journey with counterparts. Let's look at the Bat. The Bat. How are you guys? What are you going to do this weekend? Letting go, death leading to rebirth. In darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. Accepts, adapts, adjusts. So that could be you right now. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. So you could have been holding on really tightly to this situation or the outcome. You could have been spending a lot of time reminiscing about this person. There's also something about that boundaries card and the mind games and how the Bat can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. So maybe, maybe you had a hard time seeing that you needed to put up boundaries, or that this person was playing mind games with you until there was a separation, until there was a death. Death leads to rebirth. It also talks about the ending of a chapter. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. So it's a really, for counterparts, it's a really confusing journey, because you're supposed to let go and not linger in the past, but you still are supposed to, trust in the journey that it will all work out the way it's supposed to. It's incredibly, I'm just thinking about this Anaconda card. It's completely confusing. Anyway, something about imbalance too is giving me Temperance energy. And the Temperance card talks about needing to trust in divine timing and having patience. Again, it can be very confusing that you need to let go, yet still have hope for the future. No way. I just saw, look, I was looking and I saw a card flipped up, and it's the Spider. And I did talk about, when I saw the Spider in the other deck, I mentioned this one, at a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. So it feels like you may be needing to claim your life purpose. Maybe you already are. Again, if you have a little whisper, I could do that, or maybe I should make an oracle deck, or maybe I could, be a singer or something. That little whisper is your intuition trying to get through to you. When in balance, follows intuition. I'm taking this as your card because it was flipped up when I was talking about you. When in balance, follows intuition. When out of balance, hesitates and over-intellectualizes. And that's so interesting, because I tried to record this reading once before I fully got into it. And when I started, I was hesitating, and I said, I feel like I'm hesitating, or maybe you're hesitating, or your person's hesitating. And then I decided, I was like, I'm not going to include that. I'm going to start over. My ego mind came in and it was like, you should just start this reading over. So I started it over, but I did talk about this hesitation that I was feeling. So you could be over intellectualizing this journey, or hesitating something about this journey, or you could be over intellectualizing. Am I saying that right? Or hesitating over claiming your life's purpose. And if you are a divine feminine, you need to grab your life's purpose by the horns. Grab the bull by the horns, which is something I say sometimes in my readings. So that's interesting. I like that. Whoops, I just knocked my phone. So let's look at your person's energy. But yes, I was asking you, what are you guys going to do this weekend? I'm going to spend my weekend with you. I'm going to spend my weekend with you doing readings, and I'm very excited. So if there's anything like, maybe in this reading, I'll post this one tomorrow morning. If there's any types of readings you want me to do this weekend, Not a pick a card. I can't do a pick a card yet. If I could, I should show you my room. It's a mess right now. There's construction stuff everywhere. But if there's any other type of reading, like some of you said you really like what you think is going on and what's actually going on, or a you and them. If there's anything like that, or a twin flame reading, leave it in this comment section on this reading, and I'll take some suggestions for this weekend's readings. So let's get into your person's energy over here. The swallow and the swan. Show me the swallow and the swan. We have the horse and the spider. They're haunting us. They're haunting us. So that's interesting because the horse came out in a twin flame reading I did very recently, and it was in the reverse. This one's in the upright. So your person is achieving things in their life right now, and that's what you want. If any part of you, and yes, people do feel this way, if any part of you is feeling resentful when I'm telling you that your person is healing and learning how to love themselves and, you know, achieving things in their life, and there's any type of resentment and you're feeling, oh, it's nice that they could love themselves because they couldn't love me. If you're feeling any type of resentment like that, you might want to reflect on that and why you're feeling it. Again, that's the energy that I was hearing, so I had to say it. Because if this truly is your counterpart, you want to send them love and light. You know, you want to be happy that they're working on their self-love and they are coming into harmony, coming into balance. What am I doing? I'm looking in the error section for the horse, which is not going to work. The horse. Momentum. It also talks expansive energy and force. So your person's going through it right now in like a really good way. So it represents the most masterful form of earth energy within the deck. It provides us with momentum so reliable, so supportive that you can ride on its back towards any goal, no matter how difficult the terrain. So it does feel like your person, why am I seeing that? I'm seeing the horse from the Never-Ending Story, and how, was it Atreyu? Atreyu was trying to pull it out. It was stuck in the mud, and Atreyu was trying to pull it out of the mud. And part of the lesson of that mud was the more you fight, the more it sucks you in, the more stuck you get. And I feel like there's a message here, because I'm almost seeing like you as Atreyu and your person as the horse, and you could have been trying to pull them out of that mud. You could have been like yanking on their rope, trying to pull them out of that mud, trying to pull them out of the darkness. And maybe you had to let go and let them rise out of that darkness and that mud themselves. Again, I'm seeing, what's that horse's name? If I sit here long enough, I'll be able to remember it, but I'm not going to do that to you. And it's in the upright. When in balance, achieves anything, never gives up. And if this person is working towards their goals and working on their self-love and improving their life, that can only be positive for your connection, because you're interconnected, right? You're interlinked. When out of balance, runs away and feels weak. And what did I say? Runner. Remember my nose. So you could be dealing with a runner. But this is in the upright now. This is in the upright now. I need to work on my emphasis, whatever the words are. I'm going to get one more for your person because you had the spider come out. So I'm just going to get one more for your person. We have the earthworm. That's amazing. That's beautiful. So this person is going through some type of awakening, lots of earth energy. So they're grounding. They're grounding, which means, remember I kept hearing root. And I feel like they're working on their root chakra, which is where the masculine needs to start, is at the root chakra. I've heard that the feminine starts in like the throat, the third eye, and the crown. And then the masculine is the lower chakras. So that's amazing. Anyway, the earthworm. So it feels like maybe you're not seeing this transformation right now. Earthworm. Shy, hesitant. So this person could be hesitant to come towards you because maybe this is someone who wants to accomplish something before they come in. To bring into balance, speak up, risk embarrassment and speak up. So this could be someone who's feeling embarrassed about how they treated you, or they're feeling shy about coming towards you and saying, here's everything I've been working on. Like, this always gives me the energy of an awakening they're protecting this awakening. They're not telling anybody that this awakening's happening. It's like they've gone to ground is what I'm hearing. So maybe you haven't heard from this person in a while. The earthworm indicates a newbie or a novice working to establish confidence. It's funny, it says others around you may seem wise and experienced, but it's important to remember they once felt earthworm energy too. So this person could be intimidated because maybe you're farther along on your healing journey. Give this person time. I feel like they will catch up to you. Remember all that beautiful energy in the beginning of this reading, like the rainbow and the wish granted. So just keep working on yourself is what I'm hearing. So let's get some tarot for you. I'm going to use this big deck. We'll see how that works. These big decks I have a really hard time shuffling, but let's have a look. So we do have the Eight of Blades, it is an energy of Eight of Blades is feeling trapped. So you could feel trapped because of this separation. You could feel like it's never going to end. I don't know if I want to talk about that right now, Spirit, but someone here could be in an unhappy marriage, not you and them together, but one of you could be in an unhappy marriage. I have to bring it up because Spirit mentioned it. The Eight of Swords is also trauma that keeps you stuck. Trauma that keeps you stuck, but that can be healed. So it feels like both you and this person have trauma that can be healed. You're probably already working on it. That's what was coming through in the first part of this reading. All right, so let's see what we need to hear. We have the Four of Blades. So we have Eight of Swords, Four of Blades, separation. In order to bring clarity. And look, black and white badgers. Didn't we have the badger come out the other day? I remember singing the badger song. So, so what's really interesting is we have the Five of Swords right underneath. And remember we heard or saw on that card, mind games, sabotage. So it could be that right now you and this person are in this rest period to work on your own self-sabotaging tendencies. We all self-sabotage in different ways. What am I seeing here? I'm also noticing there's a lot of mirroring in this card. We have two like fairy creatures that are mirroring here. We also have hawks here that are mirroring in the sky. So it feels like you and this person are mirroring right now. How do I want to do this? Do I want to shuffle and then take off the top? I'll just see what comes out if I shuffle. Sometimes when I shuffle this deck, the cards come out in clumps. So if that happens, I'll just start pulling off the top. Let's see what happens. Now, Spirit's telling me to take it off the top. So I'm going to shuffle until Spirit tells me to stop. So what is going on in this situation? Well, let's start with your energy. Show me the viewer's energy, please, Spirit. I'm just going to shuffle until they tell me to stop. Show me the viewer's energy. I guess we're stopping there. What do we have? We have the Seven of Wands, boundaries, the corset, boundaries. So you could have boundaries up here. This is also about external factors, like external influences, other people getting in the way of this connection or other factors getting in the way. This is also like be prepared to fight for what you truly believe in. So if you truly believe in this, you know, it's worth the fight. It's worth that long journey. It's worth the ups and downs is what I'm hearing. But again, Seven of Blades is about boundaries. So you could have boundaries up with this person right now, even if this person, like maybe this person blocked you. And we have the Eight of Wands on the bottom. For some of you, you could be moving. For some of you, you could be moving. I'm not going to get a ton of tarot for this one. Now I'm going to look at your person's energy. I'm going to take it off the top after Spirit tells me to stop shuffling. So let's look at this other person's energy. It looked good in those other cards. Show me this other person's energy. Show me this other person's energy. There. We have the Two of Wands, which is amazing because this is someone leaving their comfort zone. And remember, I talked about you trying to pull this person out of the mud, out of the darkness. It doesn't matter how hard you yanked on them or how hard you wanted to pull them out of that mud. Again, if you know what I'm talking about with that movie, you know what I'm talking about. How he tried to pull that horse out of the mud with all of his energy and he couldn't do it. All he could do was save himself is what I'm hearing. But Two of Wands, you could be dealing with someone who's like a musician because this is a drummer. But this is someone who's making decisions about their future. They're changing their approach when it comes to this connection, when it comes to how they're approaching their life. This is also someone preparing to leave their comfort zone. So like I said, maybe this person wasn't comfortable with this connection or with commitment or with intimacy or with healing. They're leaving their comfort zone. They're moving forward. They're making decisions, which is interesting because I talked about that spider at a crossroads. The Two of Wands can also be when we're looking at our own patterns because we have the World here. So this person is currently looking at their patterns. Excuse me, confirmation. And for some of you, part of their pattern could have been that mind game energy that we were looking at. Perhaps both of you needed to change your approach here. Like maybe you needed to put up boundaries so that this person would realize that some of their behaviors weren't okay. Let's see the connecting energy. I'm gonna keep going with it. Connecting energy. Connecting energy. They're not even coming out anyway, so this is how Spirit wants me to do it with this deck. Connecting energy. Connecting energy, please, Spirit. We have the Knight of Coins, patience, slow and steady, right? The Knight of Coins is moving so slow that you can't even tell if it's moving or not, is what I'm hearing. So connecting energy right now, Knight of Coins. So very slow, but dedicated. You're both, dedicated to what you need to be working on. We have fire coming out for both of you and then earth energy connecting you. So that could be symbolic, like maybe your fire and earth signs. Doesn't have to be. But Knight of Coins, very slow. So for some of you, I can see why that card was on the bottom now, that very slow moving card. So let's see how you're feeling about this connection. Let's see how you're feeling. I'm just going to keep shuffling until Spirit tells me to stop. How are you feeling about this connection? I just heard tired. Wouldn't it be great if a nap could take away that tiredness? So let's see. How are you feeling about this journey? Page of Cups. So it could feel like, I just heard a pipe dream. I'm not even sure what that means. But I was hearing pipe dream. But this is showing new perspectives. Maybe your name's Michelle. My friend Michelle just messaged me. But this is showing new perspectives. It's also showing for how you feel about this person. There's something very beautiful about the Page of Cups when it comes to love connections, because it can symbolize how because of this person and this connection, it puts you on a path of learning when it comes to spirituality, or it's tapping you into your gifts. I'm hearing God-given gifts. Again, I don't know why I hear the things I do, but it could be that I feel like I need to get the book for this one. Just one second. I'm back and I brought a friend with me. It's just a deck. But as I was grabbing this book, this deck was like, take me with you. And when I picked it up, look at the bottom, we have fire. And remember how I said you're in fire energy and they're in fire energy. And it says transformation, rebirth, renewal. So I found that interesting that deck was like, take me with you. Anyway, I wanted to look at the Page of Cups for you, because I was seeing something in this book about the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, where are you? Where are you? There you are. So, a situation that will bring creative or spiritual benefits. Maybe embarking on a course or a period of study that will teach you more about the world and increase your understanding of other people. That could also be like, it mentions it could be like therapy even. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It could be therapy. It could even be an accounting course is what this is saying. It softens your approach to the world and makes you more accepting of the people around you, which is kind of what this journey can be about for the Divine Feminine, is about learning about unconditional love and having love for all walks of life. So it does feel like you feel some sort of unconditional love towards this person. It also feels like this is a dream, like you feel like this is a dream that you have, is to be with this person or to end up with this person. Very beautiful energy. I think that's all I want to get on that one. And on the bottom, we have Temperance. And remember, I mentioned imbalance in your energy. So you could be, you could be trying to balance your feminine and masculine energies right now. You could have felt like something was imbalanced, because I'm asking how you feel about this connection. So something could have been imbalanced here, or this could have been, there could have been, like, your person could have been quite inconsistent with you. And it's also showing that energy of like patience, like trying to be patient, trying to allow and trust in divine timing. With Temperance on the bottom, that is Sagittarius energy, and we have water here as well. So let's see how your person is feeling about you. Like I said, this is just kind of, I guess this is a check-in. Let's see how your person is feeling about you. And again, that deck wanted to come with me, so I'm going to see what comes out of that deck, but I found it very interesting that we have fire on the bottom. How is your person feeling about you? How is your person feeling about you? How is your person feeling about you? There's a reader right now that's popping into my mind, but I'm not quite sure of her name, so I can't tell you who she is. She just has a very specific way of shuffling, and for some reason she's popping into my head. Anyway, for how they're feeling about you, 10 of Cups. And I have to tell you something, I didn't mention it, but this was on the bottom when I was looking at their current energy. When they're changing they're leaving their comfort zone. They're thinking about their future, 10 of Cups. That's you. That's how they're feeling about you. So that's beautiful for how they're feeling about you. Emotional fulfillment. That's beautiful. And on the bottom, we have the 4 of Blades. So they're gaining clarity about this. They're healing, even though you're not with this person. They're thinking heavily about you while you're on this break or you're in separation. They're seeing you as their happily ever after here. All right, what do we want to look at next? Let's look at what you need to focus on. What can you be focusing on right now? What can you be focusing on? I wish I could remember her name. She has a very specific way of shuffling. And she says, maybe some of you know who I'm talking about. She says, show me the cards I need to see. Jen, is her name Jen? Intuitive Jen or something? Anyway, I was thinking of her while I was shuffling, so maybe you watch her. So let's see what you need to be working on right now. I'm just waiting for my guides to tell me when to stop shuffling. Have you guys noticed orbs in readings before? Because I noticed one in a reading that I posted this morning, which when you see this will be yesterday morning. In the first few minutes, I noticed an orb, which is pretty cool. I've seen it in other readings, but I've never seen it in mine. I've had people mention that they've seen them in mine, but I saw like orbs in my readings, which was amazing. So one more. What do you need to be working on? What do you need to be working on? I apologize if the... So, for what you need to be working on, Just go get a tattoo. No. If you've been thinking about going to get a tattoo, this is your sign to do it. I shouldn't be, I don't know if I should be telling you that or not, but that's what I'm hearing because look, tattoo. So if you've been thinking about getting a tattoo, maybe you should do it. But for what you need to work on, we have the Seven of Cups. So you need to work on, I'm just going to look in this book because it's right here. Seven of Cups for what you need to work on. I just want to see, I'm just going to pause it. So there's a very important message here with the Seven of Cups. There is a message of working on your dreams. So whatever you're dreaming about, work on your dreams. Follow your dreams is what I'm hearing. But the part that I'm really called to talk to you about is this paragraph right here. You will have to exert a great deal of effort in order to get the most out of this opportunity. So it is saying that, understand, I just saw a hair fly by. Understand that this won't be an easy journey. And maybe, there's a message about not looking at it like, again, there's something about seeing the gifts in this journey and not focusing on how long or hard it is, because I know it's long and hard. I just heard that's what she said. So you cannot expect anything to simply land in your lap without any hard work on your part. So if you are prepared to do your best, you will look back on this time as a period in which you were able to realize a dream or achieve something very worthwhile. So that's what you need to focus on, is achieving your dreams, is looking back, look back on this journey and look at what you've accomplished so far. I'm actually going to get the one right underneath it too. We have the Queen of Coins. So there's something about business here. So what can you be focusing on? Nurturing yourself, working on your home, working on your business, working on your confidence, spending time with your children, spending time with your animals. Again, for some of you, it could have to do with going after your dreams in regards to business or turning your dream into your career. Maybe you have a day job and you have a dream. Start focusing on that dream is what I'm hearing. Very interesting. So let's see what your person is focusing on right now, especially with that Two of Wands. What is your person focusing on? What is your person focusing on? We have Judgment. Judgment came out on its own, so I'm taking it. And we have the Hanged Man. So your person is also needing to surrender. And I feel like that's why it came out in your energy, because you're meant to be helping this person surrender by you surrendering. They have two major arcana cards coming out for them. So right now they're focusing on maybe some of the choices they've made in their life with the Two of Wands and how it's affected them. They could be, with Judgment, awakening. They're awakening to this situation. They're going within. They're doing a lot of soul searching with Judgment. What else am I hearing with Hanged Man? There's something about surrendering to healing, surrendering to that healing with that earthworm. What else did they have come out for them? Let me look. The Horse. So this is someone who's working towards their goals. They're thinking about the future. They're thinking about how some of their choices have affected them and maybe affected this connection. But beautiful energy, awakening, making adjustments. They're making adjustments in their life right now, which again is such an amazing thing to see for your person's energy. So let's look at, we'll leave Judgment down. Let's just look at, I want to see what you envision when you think about the future with this person. So what are you seeing in the future with this person? Well, now cards are coming out all of a sudden. I'm only going to take this one because, again, a bunch came out. Look at all these. A bunch came out. I'm only going to take the one I saw. So you have 6-6 here for the future. So what you see in the future, what you envision in the future, what you want in the future is balance. So again, maybe there was an imbalance here in the past. You want equal give and take. You want reciprocity. This is also the energy of helping someone, helping people, helping someone. I'm asking about this connection. So maybe you still, you know, when they're in a position to be helped, you still have an interest in helping them in the future. We also have the Six of Blades here. So you do see, you know, reconnection, repairing a connection after a disconnect, moving into calmer waters. You know, maybe it felt like you were skating on thin ice in the past with this person, and it looks like for the future you want to be on more solid ground with this person, with reciprocity, with equal give and take. And again, there's something about you still want to help this person, but this Six of Pentacles is helping them. It's you helping yourself first and then helping them. I'm hearing that line from Jerry Maguire, help me, help you, help me, help you. But it does, like, sixes are about harmony and balance. So you do want harmony and balance with this person in the future. There's also this energy. With this card, I get something about, you know, you're hoping to leave past baggage behind with this person, like heal it once and for all. But it's almost like you hope this person catches up to you, because in this image you have this person moving forward ahead. And actually those are geese. And I saw the geese card on, I think it's gone now, but it was on the bottom of the deck for your person. The geese, the wild geese. But what I was hearing is you're hoping this person follows your lead, like the feminine leads the way. So you're hoping that this person follows your lead in the future and reconnects with you. And balance, equal give and take. Let's see your person's hope for the future, because they have the swallow, so they're full of hope for this connection. So let's see what they're hoping for. Funny, I was just like, I'm just going to do a quick reading. I'm just going to do a quick reading. That's what I told my family. I'm just going to do a quick reading. And now I'm looking at the clock. I've been here for quite a while, but I don't even care. I lose sense of time when I'm doing readings. So what does your person hope for the future? I think this one we're going to pull off the top. What is this person hoping for when it comes to your future? I recognize my worth. That's your affirmation. Believe it. You recognize your worth. And again, I've said it before. If you don't recognize your worth, how is this person supposed to recognize your worth? So let's see what's here. We have the Four of Coins and the Queen of Cups. What's on the bottom? Strength. So this person's hope for the future is that they can overcome their insecurities and come towards you with this offer of love. This is about deepening an existing connection, Queen of Cups. So the deepening of intimacy in an already existing connection. This person is hoping that they have the confidence. You've got the Four of Coins in reverse and strength here. So they're hoping that they can gain the confidence to come towards you and build a solid foundation. This is clearly someone who hasn't let you go with that energy. This is someone... I act with bravery and integrity. I swear that's your person's energy. And that two affirmations pop down one after the other. And it just reminded me of that horse card, that I act with bravery and integrity. Your person, the horse. And then you, I know my worth, or I recognize my worth. That was magical. But look, you have this person hoping that they can offer you something. Interesting. And again, strength and the Emperor on the bottom. So this person hopes they can step into this Emperor energy in the future. That's what they hope for. So clearly this person is not feeling confident enough to come towards you right now. Let's see their future actions towards you. Future actions. Spirit says let one fly out for this one. Again, I apologize if this shuffling's driving you crazy. It's driving me a little crazy. What is this person's future actions? We have the Wheel of Fortune, making changes, making adjustments. Beautiful, spinning that Wheel of Fortune, things happening in divine timing, perfect timing. This is about compromise, though. This is about, again, positive changes I'm hearing. This is about them spinning that Wheel of Fortune coming towards you. And then we have the Knight of Cups, which is interesting. This person could be younger than you. But the Knight of Cups is about following your intuition. It's about a message of love. It's about rekindling a connection. So that's that person's future actions. Maybe they send you a song. Interesting. Your person could be into music, because I also saw the drummer in their energy. Let's just look at the future of this connection. Let's look at the future of this connection. What is the future of this connection? We have the Eight of Wands. So forward movement. And we have the Two of Coins, which is about, the Two of Coins is about making choices. It's about balance. It's about finding balance, prioritizing, this person prioritizing this connection. I feel like maybe in the past they didn't prioritize this connection. And Eight of Wands shows rapid change, rapid growth, forward movement, progression, movement, messages, communication. So it does look like this person is prioritizing you here in the future. So just keep working on you is what I'm hearing. Let's get you some advice from that deck that wanted to come with me. Again, I walked over there and that deck was just like, take me with you. And we have rebirth on the bottom and we have action. That's amazing because your outcome is showing action. It's getting dark here all of a sudden. Do I want to turn on my light? Hang on. Just a little bit of light for us. So let me put that big deck away. So let's see what you need to hear. New beginnings. Look at that snake. Have the courage to open the door. And what was your person's hopes for the future? That they have the courage to come towards you. We have head. So don't get stuck in your head about this. Connections like these don't make logical sense, but sometimes we have to use our logical mind, especially if we need to put up boundaries. We can't just be all, there needs to be a balance between your head and your heart is what I'm hearing. And we have patience. I can't believe that just came out. Patience. Long road ahead, reward awaits. I need to take this card. I'm not going to throw it, Spirit. I'm not going to throw it. But look, long journey, patience. That's been a theme in this reading, that you'll need patience for this one. And that's an action card. So that's about action you should be taking. And Spirit's saying an action that you should be taking is having patience. And I know it's hard. Again, the twin flame journey, it is about patience. I've seen people talking about their twin flame journey, like some of them have been on it for 20 years, depending on what wave of twins you're in. From what I understand, how interesting this deck. From what I understand, there's different waves of twins. And some of the older waves, because there wasn't this... Why is Spirit giving me all these weird words? Plethora is... I don't even know how to use that, so I don't even want to use that. But because newer waves, I've heard other readers talking about this, about how some of the people in the older waves from like 20 years ago, can be a little envious of these newer waves that are coming into union after like 3 or 4 years, because they've been on this journey for like 20, 25, 30, however many long years. But now we have more tools and knowledge to work with the energy, instead of fighting it, right? But anyway, look at what's on the bottom. Don't stop. A miracle is around the corner. And if you look at this image, think about this as your journey. Like you've already been working so hard. Imagine if you stop now and your miracle is right there. You're about to hit that miracle, but you stop now. So it says, don't stop. Don't stop. Even though it's challenging, even though it's hard, don't stop. Your miracle is around the corner, and you had miracle come out in that first deck. So that's, I believe that the star is advice. So Spirit's saying, for action you should take, be patient. This is your advice. So you don't have to keep going, but Spirit's saying this is your advice. All right. So let's see what you need to hear about this. Don't be all in your head. That head card came out. So you could be, that's kind of the energy that I was getting in the very beginning with the first animal cards I was getting, is that you could be getting in your head a little. You could be getting into that monkey mind is what I'm hearing. So don't overthink it. Let's get another one. Your wish is coming true. Another card about your wish coming true. Let's get one more. I'll show you that card once I'm done shuffling. Your wish is coming true. And we have the Star. I'll show you that one in a minute. Sometimes I do that and then I forget to show you the card, and then I'm like posting the reading and I'm putting away my cards and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to show them that card. And I almost want to like do a separate reading to show you the card, but I stop myself. We have the Star. Blessings, inspiration, time to shine. I'm looking at you, my little light workers, who... Remember I was talking about shining your light and how even if you're not doing it in a big way on like social media, by healing your shadows, you are emanating your light, or whatever the proper wordage is. You will be an inspiration to others. It's time to shine your light to others. So again, instead of feeling like you're waiting for this person, or, oh, it's such a long journey, get busy shining your light on others. And we have your wish is coming true. Celebrate your success. So you will reach that treasure chest, you know. Your wish will be granted. You have several cards talking about your wish being granted, but long road ahead. The reward awaits at the end of this long journey. And this is making me think, if you've ever seen it on social media, there's a video that someone did where the person is walking up the stairs and it's talking about the healing journey, but I also like can look at it as the counterpart journey too. And he walks up a few stairs and then he like falls off the side onto a trampoline and then comes back up and goes a couple more and falls down onto that trampoline and gets thrown back on the stairs. If you know what I'm talking about, high five. And if you don't, maybe you should see if you can find that video, because it's a good representation of the healing journey. It's not just a straight climb to the top. It is, there's obstacles along the way. And then on the bottom, we have remember who you are. Simba, remember who you are. And it says return to your roots. And I was talking about roots with the Page of Pentacles and healing, going down to the roots, finding the root of the situation and healing trauma and paving a new path for future generations to come. But remember who you are on the bottom. So... you are safe. The universe has your back is underneath that. This was a strange reading, but anyway, not strange. It was interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I feel like I've been recording for well over an hour. But as always, my friends, I'm sending you lots of love and light. I am here for you on your journey. If there's some type of love reading, I can't guarantee I can do new love. I've tried to do new love readings. And usually what happens when I do new love is the past comes creeping back in, or it ends up being a counterpart reading. So I can't promise that I can do a new love reading. But if there's anything like you and them, or how you think they feel versus how they actually feel, or what is the point of this connection, or whatever, put it in the comment section and I'll see if I can do that this weekend when I'm spending my time with you. But as always, my friends, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.